I'm gonna be completely honest. If your wife of 10 fucking years, bro, if your wife of an entire decade that you have kids with, who has her full legal name on her TikTok account, posts a video like this, basically stepping and spitting on your face, bro, in public. This is kind of like the walk of shame for you, and she willingly posts a video like this. I don't even want to know the type of emotions you're experiencing, man. Look, I haven't seen all of this. I've seen like maybe 30 seconds of it. The whole thing is 5 minutes, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this shit made me disgusted, and like low-key, I felt that the butterfly goose, the bump, whatever it is, bro, you know the feeling in your gut when you just feel like I felt that, bro, off of just the 30 seconds. She's leaving this dude for you know what? Let's press play on this. Let's go.
I don't know if I'm going to actually post this because this is super vulnerable for me and I'm a pretty open person. But earlier this year, I told my husband I wanted a divorce. And this would probably shock a lot of my friends and my family because I hadn't told anybody, okay? I walked myself through the logistics of where would I live, how would we split the time with the kids, who gets the dog, where, all of those things, okay? Had a full breakdown. I feel like I have been searching for something in my relationship that we don't have for the whole time we've been married, which has been 10 years. There is not a single thing about my husband in and of himself that I do not love. Let me be very clear about that. He is the most self-disciplined, loyal.
Yeah, it's over, bro. It is over. He's been with this chick for 10 years, right? Had 3 kids with her, but you are searching for something that you aren't able to find after a decade with this person? You've been with this man for literally half my life. Y'all, what in the could she be searching for 10 years with a perfect person? Literally, according to her own words, what is it that she's searching for? I got 2 voices in my head right now and the other voice is winning. It's telling me that she's searching for somebody else, bro. This is somebody who is either has already done it or is thinking about doing it with somebody else. Clobbered and slobbered, bro. She cheated on my boy and she wants to come out in a way to make it feel right, and this is her way of doing that, is posting a video with her full name. Put yourself in his shoes, right? 10 years with a person that you are doing your absolute best for. I'm not like making these traits up. Listen to what she just said. Hold on, listen to this shit.
He is the most self-disciplined, loyal, hardworking, good person that you could meet on this planet.
You see what I mean? I'm not making this shit up. You've been all these traits for 10 fucking years. Doing your absolute best just to wake up one morning, brush your teeth, drink some coffee, open your phone and see your wife on the front page of TikTok saying she wants to divorce you because you're too perfect. This shit is giving me a headache, bro, but I'm telling y'all, this kind of human speak wakes up my other side, I'd say my old self, that just says it how it is and says it raw, bro. You got clobbered by somebody else. That's the thing you're quote unquote have been searching for, and you think you found it with somebody else who's gonna leave you as a single mom if you do leave your husband, but he's giving you whatever you were searching for. That's why my old self is telling me right now, maybe I'm just a piece of shit and I'm just prejudging the video. Let me shut up and let her explain herself, because we're only a minute in.
And that is probably the reason, that is the reason why I have not left, okay? Our relationship and what my expectations are for my marriage and what they always have been are not met, right? Which I don't know if anybody's are. The reason that pushed me to even bring up divorce and talk about it was the fact that I feel like I can't be myself with my husband. And it's really confusing because I'm 32 years old. I am a mom of 3 and I still don't know who I am. So divorce, breaking your family apart, forever altering the trajectory of your children's lives, because now they're gonna have to live with split parents and split households with other people.
just basically killing your family units, which should be the most sacred thing to both of y'all, right? Is your children and your family. You are willing to kill that, to completely get rid of it, to divorce your man and go, my old self is coming out again, bro. Bunny hop with somebody else who's not gonna treat you as good as your perfect husband, because you were searching for something you weren't able to find and you don't even know what this quote-unquote thing is. I'm sorry, but is this not the speak of a fucking retard? Is this, are we not like, I'm trying to be as mature as possible, but like I said, bro, I got two voices in me right now. One of them is being, okay, maybe she's just a good person who is trying to go about this the right way and is asking for advice, and then the other side is telling me, nah, bro, we've seen this before and we know exactly what she's alluding to and what this type of language means. Don't be naive, bro. And it's it's extremely sad that she's willing to, or is thinking, or is considering, like I said, bro, first of all, getting on here and shit talking her husband, or not shit talking him, but y'all get what I'm trying to say, posting this video. How is he gonna feel? Second of all, perfect life, 3 kids, house, cars, everything going good, 10 years plus. You're doing what most people haven't been able to do, and you're willing to throw that all away for somebody you just met. This is what my old self was telling me. I just have to say it how it is. This is sad.
For me to be like, oh, I can't be myself, or you don't love me for who I am, isn't really fair, because I don't know who I am. I'm figuring that out every day. But the reason why I wanted to share this on here in the first place is we are coming up on our 10-year anniversary. We're going to Mexico, to Cabo, for our 10-year anniversary trip. And we're rewriting our vows. We never wrote vows in the first place. We didn't have vows when we got married. And I'm struggling to write my vows. Like, to write a vow. And I think that's because I still feel very unsure in our relationship. The one thing that we finally talked about this past week together, because it's just been something that since we kind of talked about it and I brought it up and we committed to change and we committed to working on our relationship, I started my own business. He quit his job. Roles have changed. Life has been crazy. And we just haven't come back to talking about this subject. And I brought it up again because I'm like, I'm going to be honest with you, like, writing these vows is hard. I don't feel like we're any closer. I don't feel like anything has really changed since I brought this up 6 months ago, 9 months ago, whatever. And I want to work on our relationship. Like,
I'm gonna tell you exactly what this is. This is her meeting somebody else who gave her the expression / feeling of like, you know, when you first meet somebody and they come off as a fucking superhero, or if you're one of, you know, if you're 101, bro, you come off as a superhero. To all my guys, like, if you're taking care of yourself, what I'm trying to say is the first like feeling of meeting somebody new who gives you the expression that, oh shit, this person is so much cooler, or it just comes off as a fucking superhero compared to what I'm used to, which is my husband. I'm talking about her right here. This is what that is, bro. She's been with this man for 10 years and he's too perfect for her. That entire, I guess it's the honeymoon phase, whatever the phrase is. I'm talking about the first year, first few months of being with somebody / meeting somebody / knowing somebody are completely different to actually living with them, getting to really know them, the fights, the arguments, the flaws, bro. All humans are not perfect, right? So what I'm saying is, y'all can't be naive when you watch this with me. You gotta understand, bro, that somebody else had given her let's just be nice. Let's be nice here. She didn't cheat. She's just considering it though, right? She has somebody else in mind, bro. And that somebody else gave her the quote unquote feeling that she's missing, or I guess the excitement that isn't gonna be there, or, you know, might not be there because you've been with your husband for 10 years and you know every aspect of him. Now, if you think about it with a logical brain, you're gonna realize that this other person who just gave you this mysterious, exciting feeling, or whatever it is that you want to label it, is also a human being at the end of the day, right? So if you leave your family and your husband and you go with this person, guess what? After a year or two, you're going to find yourself in the exact same place emotionally, where you're still going to be searching for this thing, but you're going to be a single mom with your kids just not having their father in their life and a split family and your family unit killed. That's what this is. Because everything she's saying is making my IQ decrease in real time and my brain cells sprinting to my toes, bro. My head hurts. That's what this is. Let's be completely honest and real here. And it's an insane world that you could really have a perfect life with somebody and they still do this to you. Isn't that crazy? That's tough. That is tough.
The day, of course, I could get a divorce and try to go find the love that I'm craving with somebody else.
There it is. There it is, bro. There it is. I told you my old self is not wrong about these husbands, man. This is what it is. It's thottery at the end of the day. And I just hope that giving her the benefit of the doubt is true here and she hasn't already done it with somebody else and is just simply considering it. I hope that's the case, because if that's the case, then it's at least salvageable. You know, we got to be real here. He has his whole life built with this woman. He's stuck with her. So is she, meaning it is better that she hadn't already done it and they can actually work this out somehow. But you put this video out, there's millions of people that have seen this shit. Once you invite others into your relationship, I told you this beforehand, you don't ever want to put your private, especially your relationship life out there, because people, it's how people are, bro. I don't like human beings. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like humans. I, generally speaking, like, it's just, most people are, not most, but a lot are just nasty individuals who have nothing but envy and jealousy in their hearts. When you share your personal relationship with them, it's gonna ruin you and your relationship. But I do hope that she hasn't already done it with somebody, man. But she should listen to this shit. I'm not wrong, bro. Look, she just said it with her own voice. This is what's in her mind. This is the feeling she's craving. This is the thing she thinks she's missing. Right here, listen.
Of course, I could get a divorce and try to go find the love that I'm craving with somebody else. But that's, you
said I could, but in the beginning you said you literally tried to file for divorce, or you told your husband you want a divorce. So it's not you being hesitant, or it's not the word could. You did. You want a divorce.
But earlier this year, I told my husband I wanted a divorce.
That's what you literally said in the beginning. Don't say could.
Come with its own hardships, its own complications, and ones that I'm not willing to take on, right? I love Ryan. He is the best father, okay?
GG's, Ryan.
I just need to learn how to explain what I need from him in our relationship, and he needs to be...
GG's, Ryan. I'm sorry, I know I keep pausing this, but GG's. She literally just said verbatim what I broke down before we even got to this point in the video. This is how y'all know what I'm saying is true. She literally just listed out her fears by saying quote unquote complications if she is to divorce and to move on with the person that she is considering moving on with. She knows the complications are losing Ryan, who's a good man, who's quote unquote a perfect husband in her, according to her own words, who's taking care of her, who's disciplined, and who's patient with her, who she has 3 kids with. She knows she's gonna lose stability for mobility with somebody else. That's a bar.
Be able to give that, and I need to be doing the same for him, so that we can both, like, in 10 years from now, in the next 10 years, look back and say, like, we put in the work and we finally have the marriage and the relationship that we have always wanted, and that is what I want. I guess the reason why I'm coming on here, and if you've made it this long, that's really nice. What have you done in your relationship to get to that point? If you have been in a place...
4 wives, man, God is great. God gives you options. God knows that if you're able to reach a certain level in life, you deserve to not have this shit happen to you. And this is why I told you Islam is the truth. Bro, if you're a guy like Ryan who's disciplined enough, got your shit together, going hard, you're the perfect husband, bro. You gotta have at least 1 or 2, maybe 3. So if one of them decides to chase a feeling over your entire family unit, you can just, you still got options. That's kind of a joke, but it's really not though. This is so fucked up, in all honesty. Hey, you asked the question though, I had to give you the answer.
Place where we are and have worked through it and have found things that have brought you closer, or that have given you that relationship, like, I'm just, I guess, asking for advice. Like, what have you done in order to get there, and what has worked for you? We're honestly willing to try anything. We have done therapy and counseling before, and it was fine, honestly. It wasn't like my favorite thing, but I'm willing to try that again. And I don't know, books, podcasts, like what have you guys done that has worked for you to get your marriage to where you want it to be?
Now let's be real here. Are any of these TikTok comments gonna fix your relationship? I'm trying to let my other side come through as well, my nicer side, and be like, okay, she is asking for advice, and she hasn't clobbered somebody else yet. She's just considering it, which is bad but good, because it means it's salvageable for her and her family if she hasn't done it yet. Therefore, she's on the internet asking for advice. But then my old self comes through and tells me, bro, what in the are TikTok comments going to change about what you're feeling and what you're thinking? And matter of fact, let's read these TikTok comments. Let's see if these people are retarded or not. God damn. 35. I got this scamming ass bitch calling me, bro. I'm going to block you. I don't know what it is with these robo Indian scammers, man. They've been calling me all week. Turn this shit off. Fuck you. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the video has 120k likes and 35,000 comments. God damn, please don't tell me hold on, let's go. So it's true, a man will sacrifice his happiness for a family or for his family, but a woman will sacrifice her family for her happiness. She'll never admit it, but she had already cheated. Whoa, wait, hold on. Why is everybody actually speaking the truth here? I thought it was gonna be droves of just dummies like her who would back her up, telling her, hey, go sis, yeah, him, he's just, leave him or leave your entire family, you deserve to be happy in your 30s going crazy with other people while being a single mom. I thought that was going to be the comments, bro. I'm a little bit shocked here. She already has someone in her mind to replace her husband. Poor dude. 10 years of marriage is diabolical to destroy for selfish reasons. Wait, hold on, man. Okay, well, this is good. Here's the comments that she's looking for. Now, are they going to get through to her? I don't know, hopefully, but I'm glad people are actually speaking the reasonable, logical truth here. Hold on, I'm going to read a little more of these, y'all. You're focusing on the one thing you don't have instead of, oh my God, somebody had said it. I was just about to say it too. You're focusing on the one thing you don't have instead of the 1,000 amazing things you do have. Take divorce off the table and make it work. In 5 years, you'll be happy that you did. This is probably the best comment so far, bro. And that is true, y'all. I'm not trying to be a piece of shit when I say this, but it is real. Like, you could do 100 good things for people, for women, and the one time you underperform or forget or just, the one time you don't come through, you're looked at as the devil's seed. And this is low-key one of them. She's literally considering leaving her entire family and her man because of a feeling that he's not giving her. Hold on, we got a girl here. What did she say? She said, your story is my story. Then 20 years later, it turned out I was just bored and immature. Worst mistake of my life, divorcing a good man. Lacey, W comment, and it takes a lot of maturity and a lot of self-reflection and peace with your mistakes to post a comment. Do y'all realize that the hardest thing in the entire world for anybody to do is to admit that they're wrong? The amount of humility and maturity you gotta have, especially, I'm sorry, bro, but especially as a girl, to admit that you're wrong or that you made a mistake and to come out and say it and then explain it so that somebody else doesn't fall in the same pothole that you fell in. That is remarkable. This is a great comment, man. This Lacey, good kind. Look, it's the one comment that she liked. Look, at all look, bro, out of all of these comments, the one comment she liked and is probably gonna go through and get to her, hopefully, and convince her not to kill her family unit is this comment that Lacey left. That's good. I'm actually super surprised by these comments, bro. I've been so used to just the bullshit that we take a look at all the time, bro, that it's refreshing to see people actually saying the truth, y'all. She cheated. I'd bet my life on it, yeah. Caught on that in the first 30 seconds, bro. God, please don't ever put me in a position where my wife is asking TikTokers to save our marriage. Yeah, see, I get the picture. This is the comments that she's looking for, quote unquote advice. Like I said, unless you are a drone and you allow comments to get to you on the internet, like, bro, that shit just doesn't affect me. I mean, I understand asking questions, but like real life relationship advice from the internet is just crazy to me. Maybe I'm too closed off, and my pride and self shield that I have around me is what's causing me to think like this, bro. But I just don't see how any comments on the internet can actually get to you or help you out relationship wise. And I can just look at it from my own perspective, bro. I've had a lot of dumbass retards speak in the comments. I'm not talking about, my squad, I love y'all, but I'm talking about like when a video pops off, right? And we get a bunch of new people that watch the content. For the most part, from what I see, it's all good. But then sometimes a comment or two catches my eye, mostly because YouTube sends me notifications of what y'all say sometimes, right? Where it would be like somebody raging, some old head in his 40s talking about, why is there a game on my YouTube video? Why do you talk so much? Am I gonna sit there and turn my YouTube channel into vlogs now, bro? Or have it as a black screen when I speak because some other person says some shit in the comments? No. What I'm trying to point out is these comments on the internet just should not affect you, and they don't for me. So I just see it as double-faced, I guess, or I just don't believe that this is what she's looking for. For me, it's most likely, I don't know, trying to justify it to herself. Look, I'm gonna end this one right here. Get in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this, and let me know how you would react and how you would feel if your wife of 10 years, the mother of your children who you had 3 kids with, posted this video or something like it to TikTok. I'll see you on the next one. Also, get onto the Patreon. It's the best way to support the channel, and I'm gonna drop a brand new video here very soon. I appreciate all of y'all that have joined recently. Look on the screen right now, bro. These are just some of the exclusives on there. The content that's on there is 10 times crazier than anything I've ever brought y'all on YouTube, right? And y'all get to directly sponsor and back me up and basically say you to YouTube whenever they want to kill the real life videos that I bring y'all. So it's the best way to support the channel. Check that out, and yeah, I'm out.